person who is impulsive is here. I went in to buy rice. Oh, by the way, welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's video. So I went into Woolies to buy rice, isinkwa, irama, and milk because I've not been getting lactose-free milk from Woolies in a while now, like at town and at Windermere. So I said, let me just check it out because I went past there and it was opened. And yes, they did have it. I took all 3 that was left. Sorry to the next person who came. And yeah, I came back with 2 bags of groceries. Well, not groceries, just, well, it is groceries because it's food. So let's do a walk before we get into today's video. Bread, salt and vinegar. You don't like bread. You can never not buy this if you're going to buy groceries. This is what I wanted to buy. This is actually 26 Rand. And Aunt Caroline is 36 Rand, 36.99 actually. So I always go and buy this one because Aunt Caroline test stick is also, I think, about 40 something Rand, and I usually just buy this one because it's 26 Rand 90. It's 27 Rand 99, and the normal price is usually 32 Rand. It's still cheaper than the others, yet people think that Woolies is more expensive. Sometimes it is, obviously. Won't take that away. And to see how impulsive I am, I forgot my bags. I thought I had 1 bag in the bag, but I took it out the last time I went to get, like, I was buying Ama Veggie on Saturday. I was working on Saturday, so I bought Ama Veggie, and the bag I left it out, so this is going back to my work bag. And mushrooms, vegetables. This was 2 for 55 Rand, so because it's very fresh, I was like, okay. And pineapple, wanted this. This, yay, they have the big one again. So yeah, Rama. What I actually wanted was this, and this, and this. So my night drink is usually a hot chocolate or rooibos tea, sometimes chai masala tea. What's your favorite down hot drink for this winter? And I'm running out of hot chocolate, so somebody send money for hot chocolate. And yeah, so I do that and just unwind, and without caffeine that I've consumed most of the day, because sometimes it be like that. Yeah. Okay, look how cute the new packaging is. Never mind the hot chocolate all over it. So cute. Like, this looks cute. Today I'm gonna make it short. Why am I lying? I'm hoping this will be short and a quick guide for filing in court. Like, one of the things that in KZN, I'm specifically speaking about KZN and specifically speaking about the jurisdiction. I'm speaking from perspective of the Potchefstroom jurisdiction, obviously, but I'm speaking about KZN because we currently do not have case lines, that online thingy for filing and whatnot. But then this, and I think Cape Town also doesn't have case lines. So, but it doesn't really matter. I'm finishing up my hot chocolate, Anyways, be that as it may, filing. How do you file in court? So you get up today, tomorrow, you get into the office, and maybe you're going in for an appearance or your thingy, and your principal or the paralegal in the office says, there is a matter that's going to court, could you also file this for me? And filing and serving, basically, could you serve this and file in the court file? How do you do that? First of all, have 2 copies, and in my opinion, have 2 originals as well. 2 copies if obviously there's only one respondent or defendant. If there's more than one defendant, you make the amount of copies equal to the defendants, as well as a copy for your office. But I think for your office, have an original one as well, and then have an original for the court file as well. So have 2 originals, and then as many copies as you need for the respondents or the defendants. Let me cover my blog. Now that we got that out of the way, okay, so you have your 2 originals, you have your copies for the amount of respondents or opponents, let's put it that way, for the number of opponents that you have or other parties in the matter. Everyone needs to have a copy, whether you are serving it on their person or you are serving it on their attorney's offices. It depends on who appears on them and also appears for them. And also, please bear in mind, notices can be filed electronically. It could be served electronically. Then you have but before you start serving notices electronically, have the other party write to your office in their letterhead, preferably, or coming from an email of somebody who has the authority to write to your offices and state that they are accepting that all of the service after having received the summons be done electronically. Ensure that there is an agreement for that, because if you do not have an agreement for that, they could raise an objection in court and say they never received any of your notices because you decided to send them to via email and you didn't inform them of that. And if obviously you are then sending them via email, ensure that the right email address is written and it sends to them. And also have a red receipt if it's possible. Ensure that you have a red receipt attached to that email so that it comes back to you. And then so you are now ready with your court documents, your copies and your originals. What do you do first? You first go to the opponent and serve them. You serve them, they sign and put the time received, their stamp, and the person who's signing will write their name there and the time that they received and the date that they received. Ensure that it is correct, and because most of the time things are time sensitive. So say for example you are serving a notice of intention to defend, or you are serving a notice of bar, you are serving whatever notice that you are serving, any of the rules that you are serving and complying with, and there is a time frame for everything. Has a time frame. So if you're serving it and then the person doesn't respond within that time and they say no, but you didn't receive it on this particular date, the stamp that they put there and the time that they put there is your proof. So make sure that they sign your copy or your original, my preference, the original of the court file, and then stamp their copies as well. And then you take you leave their copy with them, and then you take your copy, the court's copy, and then you go to court and you file it. That's what you do. And then you file it. Your filing notices, all of those, you're serving your filing notice, all of those, you put them in, you are filing, they are compiling their file in the same sense that your file has to look the same way as your opponent's file, as the court file. Whatever that comes out of your office must also get into the court, into the other person's file, and whatever that comes out of your office, you must have a copy of, because things get lost and things abantu bayayiphika izinto. So it's always best that you have a copy for yourself, and a copy that proves ukuthi they received whatever it is that they received. And then once you've done all of that, you take everything and you go into the court's offices, you file it, and then they stamp it. And then please be mindful, most magistrates' offices, the High Court, do not appreciate filing after 2 p.m. Ensure that you do all your filing before 1. Ensure that you do it, I'd say, after court, so around 10 if you are filing. If you're just going to court to file, so do your filing after 10, and then you are done. Or do it after you've just appeared. If you were appearing in court, you go and file after your appearance. Do not do it after 2 unless obviously it's urgent things like notice of intention to defend. That is, maybe the dies is that day. The deadline is that day, so the dies end that day. So you're like, okay, I actually need to file this. They allow you for urgent matters, even issuing. They allow issuing of urgent applications, interdicts, all of those things that are urgent are allowed to be filed later in the day, but ensure that you do it before lunchtime. That's what you do. That is why in my video for filing my court application for admission, I indicated to you guys that you must actually go and file your, you must actually go as early as you can to the court so that you have everything in order in time. And then what else? And then once you're done, you have done your due diligence, and it's time you come back to court, come back to the office, you put it in the court file, and you are done for the day with serving your notices and filing. If you are going to be issuing summons, you don't serve summons after you finished typing them in office. Like, I'm done drafting, let me go and give this person my summons so that they know that I'm suing them. No, that's not how it goes. You take them first to court and you issue them. Next time we speak about drafting and all of that, I'll tell you about how to place somebody on fault, or what do you call it? How to write summons, like the things that are very important when drafting your summons. So that's the next video. But right now, I just want you guys to be mindful of, remember, your copy, the opponent's copy, and the original. And your copy must also be an original, because originals get lost in court. It has happened to a lot of practitioners. It has happened to me while I was in practice. Originals get lost. Yes, it's better if it's lost in court, because they can write an affidavit and whatnot. But the process of people owning up to that it's actually lost with them, and the process of you proving which he actually was lost with them, the affidavits that you might have to write, you don't want to go through that. If you have the original, once it's lost, like, okay, this is the original, I also have the original, everyone wins. So yeah, with that said, good luck with your week as a candidate attorney. And if you are just starting out and today you were asked to file, this is how you do it. Or you were asked to file, you were asked to serve, this is how you do it. Do not be rude, do not discuss things when you get into the offices. When they ask you what is this for, you just tell them they are reference, you tell them who are the parties, and that's it. That's the only thing you're there to do. Any other thing, because sometimes you are serving on the opponent's person and they're like, what is this? You're like, this is what I was told to give you. And you can also serve and file through the sheriff of the court, but serving summons, serving applications, all of those things, yes. But when it's the filing time, sheriffs are usually not involved. Anyways, with that said, I'm rambling now, as I always do. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful, and good luck on your journey as a candidate attorney. You got this.